In general, I'd say this is the gold standard for long-term care. If you have a nursing level of care need and you've earned your way here through service, this is the best place to be.
Got clutter piling up? FM Junket in Carson, Iowa is your hometown cleanup crew. Fast hauling, fair prices, and now easy dumpster rentals for DIY cleanouts. Your single items to full-on messes, FM Junket gets it done. Call today and breathe a little easier. Hi, welcome to Still Serving Iowa Veterans. I'm Carlene Hall.
I'm Darlene McMartin.
Thank you for joining us here today. We're excited about the show we're bringing you today because Darlene and I had the opportunity to go to Marshalltown and visit the Iowa Veterans Home. What a beautiful place.
It is, and I enjoy going up there every time I can get a chance to. It might be a little distance for us to go, but it is definitely worth the drive.
That was a great day because we went to the Iowa Commission of Veterans Affairs meeting, and we were able to present our show there, and very well received, and that's exciting. And then we're able to go through the Veterans Home. So
well, Carlene had never been and seen it. I had been on the board for the commission and got to see a lot of the progress of the facility. Went from veterans being in one room, all of them being in bays like an old hospital bed. I mean,
the progression
of the home and how they've expanded and the services that they've provided year after year. This has been, the Iowa Veterans Home has been #1 for a very, very long time.
Well, I can see why after visiting.
Yeah, and we just received some reports back from their inspection appeal, and there was no deficiencies whatsoever, and that's hardly ever heard of.
Wow.
So the home is top-notch, quality staff, individuals. So if anybody's looking for a job, up in that area, they're always, just like every other hospital or every other facility around, they're looking for
employment. Facebook page too.
They do have a Facebook page.
Iowa Veterans Home.
Iowa Veterans Home.
Website.
Same. Just Google the Iowa Veterans Home, and you can provide. It'll show individuals that are working there, what they need for staff. So it's an awesome place.
If you think you have that coming up in your life or in a loved one's life, and you get a chance to get them in the Iowa Veterans Home, it would be a wonderful place, and you would be very comfortable with your loved one being there, being cared for there. But get your name in now.
Yeah. Gold Star mothers, Gold Star families are eligible. Spouses of veterans are eligible. So it's not like just the veteran, in all eras. So
stick with us now, and we're going to get a tour by Todd Jacobus, and Todd is the commandant at the Iowa Veterans Home, and I think you'll enjoy this.
So we're on the Iowa Veterans Home campus in Marshalltown. We're on the northwest side of Marshalltown, the northwest corner. We're on 158 acres of land that was procured for the purpose of building the Iowa Veterans Home. And this facility has been here since 1887. The very first resident came here from Livermore, Iowa on December 1st of 1887. He came through the same gate that's there right now off Summit Street. We're located just on the Iowa River, is right behind us, within 200 yards. We're standing right outside of White Hill Auditorium, which was the original chapel for the Iowa Veterans Home. So this is quite an old facility, built in 1902. And what we're looking at down the road here are the cottages. There's 10 cottages, and these cottages have been here since the 1920s. Originally housed medical staff. Since we now have a lot of opportunity to have remote care, we don't have as many on-site healthcare professionals as we did back then. And so these cottages now are available for people to come rent. So family members come to visit their loved ones here at the Iowa Veterans Home. They can rent these cabins out for $40 per night. They are not fancy. They are very basic, but they put a roof over your head and a warm or a cool environment and a place to get a warm shower, and they fill that function very well. If we have a resident who is at the Iowa Veterans Home who is in the latter stages of hospice care, their family members stay in these cottages free of charge. So really, you don't find that in a lot of places around the state. So, you know, today we have 380 veterans and spouses who live on the Iowa Veterans Home campus in one of 4 buildings. We're looking at 2 of those buildings right here. We have the Malloy building, and the one that's right in front of us right here is the DAC building. And we're gonna walk inside there and take a look around.
Can you give us a little history of the DAC building?
Well, the DAC building was named after the longest serving commandant of the Iowa Veterans Home, Jack DAC. He was the commandant here from 1969 to 2002. This is our second largest nursing level of care facility. And the Malloy building has the most rooms. There are 3 floors here. All residents that live in the DAC and Malloy buildings are nursing level of care residents. And yeah, we'll just go on inside here. Hello. Hello. Hey, hi.
Good, how are you?
So it is unusual to find a nursing level of care facility that offers a smoking room. We have 2 on campus. As you can see here, anybody that smokes, that wants to smoke, can do that 3 times a day after each meal. And they're allotted times to come down and smoke. In order for us to continue to be in compliance with the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, we have to provide eyes on anybody that is smoking. We have to account for their tobacco, their lighters, and inventory that, make sure that it's accounted for. And so we do that. I'm not aware of any other facility in the state that provides this. For the most part, if you're smoking, you're gonna stop when you come into a facility, or you're gonna get yourself off campus, off the property line in order to smoke. So anyway, very much so appreciate it. Yeah. So we'll walk over here and take a look at. This is one of our 2 occupational therapy rooms. So we have occupational therapists, we have physical therapists, and this is a room that we use for that. Right now it is. This is soon going to be changed. This room, within this calendar year, is going to be changed. It's going to be turned into a leisure resource center. And the physical and occupational therapy will be taking place next door, which we will see. And in its place, in this room, is going to be a bowling alley. It's not going to be a full-scale bowling alley, but it's going to be a modified one, so that just to give one more function, big area to give folks something to do. And it's not for staff.
Very nice.
It's for residents. We got to remind everybody of that. So, but it'll be awesome. And we're doing that through donations. We are doing that through donations. So we've got enough money that's been donated to make this happen. So it's really
So
special.
when is that bowling alley think that's going to be done?
I don't know yet.
Not sure.
Well, there's a pretty substantial renovation that's going to have to take place. But yeah, it'll be. I tell people it's going to be done this year. So now I say it's before December. We'll see. Hello. So this is the Leisure Resource Center that ultimately, when it's all said and done, that door right there will no longer be there, and everything that's over there is going to be in this little bit more confined space, because we don't need all that space over there. You'll see our other room that's like this, and there's no need for that big of a space. But the access to that door will be removed, and one will be put up in the other corner there to get access.
And this
So,
whole wall opens up and stuff. So
it
you can do
does.
Different activities in here before.
That door never opens. I've never seen it open, but it could. It could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So here's the best executive assistant on campus, Kelly Meyer.
Put that in the video.
That's right.
Save that for pizza.
This is also a unique here is that we have a psychiatrist and 2 mental health specialists that support veterans on campus. That's a huge benefit, not having to take people off or rely on all the time doing like telehealth type stuff. We have that capability right here on campus, which is great. You look out here. This is the courtyard in between all of the buildings. You see across here is the Sheeler building, Loftus building, Malloy building, and of course we're in DAC building, and in between it all, it's not just a space between buildings, it's really a nice gathering space. So you see out here, people, our residents will plant whatever they want to plant. They put a planter and then they take care of it, water it, and make sure that it's growing what they want it to grow. You see some shade systems that have been purchased and installed using donated funds. So, you know, sometimes it's perfect day out, except for the sun's just beating down. So if you get out of the shade, you can be out there longer. So we've got some great spaces like that out here. So we're getting ready to leave the DAC building on our way over to the Malloy building. Hey, how's it going? We got a group from Pocahontas County
Hello, how are you?
checking things out.
Thank you for your service.
This is a brand new wheelchair lift. The other one was around 20 years old, just got dedicated it was in February, so 2 months ago. State of the art, really nice. And again, purchased using donated funds. So really a nice thing. If you're not using that, you're gonna have to go around, and you're in a wheelchair, you're gonna have to go around. It's possible, but some people prefer not to have to go uphill.
How about motorized chairs?
We do have motorized chairs, and they're a blessing. And hey, David, how's it going? That is also unique in that there are facilities out there that don't have motorized wheelchairs. We have our own wheelchair technician here on campus, so if there's problems with your wheelchair, we can work on it, fix it, make sure it's operational. You know, there's lots of folks that want a power wheelchair. You know, they'll show up and they want a power wheelchair. Well, they're going to go through a committee to determine if they have a need for a power wheelchair. And just not everybody's going to get one, because you know, it would be a problem if every person in this campus had a power wheelchair. We have, in full disclosure, we do have challenges with power wheelchairs. You know, we have people, the wheelchairs, you know, 350 pounds, very heavy. We've got residents that weigh over 300 pounds, so you're talking about a lot of momentum. And you know, some folks have challenges, you know, just getting around in one. And if they run into somebody, or if they damage something or hurt themselves in the power chair, they're going to get that removed from them. Also a significant emotional event, because you lose your ability to get around like you did.
Yeah.
But you'll lose that, and then they'll go through and basically make sure you have the capacity to operate a power wheelchair, and they'll go through a relicensing process, exactly like how you would get a car, where we have an obstacle course set up and show that you can, you know, safely negotiate that. So, yeah, really one of the most significant emotional events is when someone loses their power wheelchair, and then they don't have that ability to get around like they used to, and that's a challenge.
I've seen a greenhouse and stuff. Is there an official greenhouse?
We do have, yes.
Is that your
This is our chaplain, Angela Doty. We're getting everybody videoed, so yeah. So we do, and we're going to walk up and check out the chapel. But you know, since you saw Angela, you know, this is obviously Holy Week. So there's a lot of activities and things like. Oh, is that right? Oh, okay, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure.
But we'll walk in here. This is hello. This is Oh yeah, look at the dog. Hello. This is a textile leatherworks room. All leather is donated. Woodworking projects and whatnot. This is our activity staff. Does a lot of
I'm Lisa.
great things that
I'll let you in. You
keep people
can come in. and
keep
look
people
around if you like.
engaged.
Once the money will get down,
Yeah,
it's getting
He's
loud
like,
down.
oh, we got company.
yeah. Hello.
Thank you. You bet.
Yeah, it's a nice doggy. So we have staff that bring in their pets occasionally, and it's awesome. Period. 100%. So this is our canteen. Hey, how are you? This is like the epicenter of the operation. Usually very busy. I mean, we're getting ready. We'll close on our. Residents can come. You have to pay. If you're coming in here, you're paying for your meal. But ice cream, soft serve, vanilla, chocolate mix, the toppings. You can see all the toppings. There's huge options in here. And you look at the prices of the things in here. Melissa is our food service director. She's also our human resources director. But you look in here at the prices of things. We are not making money in here.
It's just to get on.
This is to make sure that people want to have a snack or something different than what they're serving. Very, very reasonably priced. They're always like today, grilled turkey sandwich for $4. So that's a very reasonably priced sandwich. This is part of our operation for food service. So they're all food service employees, and we have soda. You can buy sodas back in there. Oh yeah, you can buy a soda. Yeah, and if you come back here, this is expensive. Like you come back here and you're looking at this is open all the time too. Each one of our buildings has this. But you look at these. We're not making money on these. They raised the prices on us. And everybody got very upset with that. It's like, okay, well, we got to be able, it's the vendor that comes in, they got to make it worth their while. Prices go up, and so they pass that along to us. But yeah, like one of the challenges that we have is we have, residents who smoke and drink a lot of pop. They'll consume their $150 they get per month very quickly. And so, staff has to help them ration their pop or their cigarettes and whatnot. And, because that's not a lot of money. So that's the canteen. This is our dementia level of care building. It's quite a big facility. There's 8 households there, and somebody asked a question during our commission meeting. How long does it take to get entry into the facility? And that's really. It depends on what your level of care needs are. If you need standard nursing level of care, you're either going to come here into the Malloy building or the DAC building. So we have 2 World War II veterans living here with us. You just saw one of them. We're sitting in the wheelchair right outside the nurse's station. We have 20 Korean War veterans, right around 200 Vietnam veterans, and then we have veterans of Desert Storm, Iraqi freedom, Enduring freedom, every other operation. So how do folks end up here? Younger folks end up here. We've got, I think, 3 that have had accidents on bicycles, not motorcycles, bicycles.
Bicycle, wow.
So I tell people it's like, great physical condition. You're out mountain biking, even with a helmet. There's some dangerous things that happen out there. Every day is sacred, and but as you walk around here, and talk to people, and I encourage you to do that. Just walk around without me. Tell people, hey, what do you think of this place? What could be better? They'll probably say food.
Yeah.
They'll probably say more activities. Just if you ask for input, but. In general, I'd say this is the gold standard for long-term care. If you have a need, a nursing level of care need, and you've earned your way here through service, this is the best place to be. Now the challenge is there's only one of here.
Yeah.
There's one facility here, and I have been approached on several occasions by places outside of here saying, what would it take to start a veterans home in Glenwood and Cherokee? I'm trying to remember the Mount Pleasant. I'm trying to remember. There's 4 different places that have come up multiple times, and it's like if you want a veterans home, not to say we couldn't do it. It takes buy-in from the state, which is going to start with your legislator.
Yep.
That's where the grassroots started for this facility. I think there were like 30 different communities that wanted the Iowa Veterans Home, and they started bidding against one another, and then Marshalltown was selected. This is a great place for it because you cannot be more central in Iowa unless you're in State Center, Iowa, which is like 7 miles from here. So we have an equal distribution of residents from all of the 4 congressional districts. So that's kind of shows that we're in the right place. But you're a long way. If you live in Keokuk, Iowa, you're a long way from here. If you live in Shenandoah, Iowa, you're a long way from here.
Yep.
Lyon County, same thing. So that's the balancing act. Okay, so do I want to be closer? If I live in one of those outliers, do I want to be closer to my loved one, or do I want them to be in the very best facility? And that's a consideration.
Yep.
Well, thank you for joining us again today on Still Serving Iowa Veterans. And we're so glad that we got to bring you, take you right inside the Iowa Veterans Home. It's a beautiful facility, as you've just seen. And you can tell that Todd Jacobus, his heart is in it. And as I was walking through there with him, Darlene, everyone was jovial, knew his name, glad to see
He
him.
knows them all.
He knew everyone's
Yes.
name.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many veterans are
Over
there.
450 some
So,
veterans
but
are.
he knows
yeah.
all the staff.
Yeah.
He knows all of the veterans. He's just loved. It's like they loved seeing him walk in a
Yes.
room, and he does light up a room.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're very grateful that Todd is in the position that he's in and cares so much. So
Mhm.
thank you for joining us again here on Still Serving Iowa Veterans, and we hope you join us next week.